Hello world, it's Hatim Tekri. For the past few years, many of you have known me as someone who creates content about JavaScript, React, and the MERN Stack. I have worked as a software engineer building web applications using technologies like React, Node.js, and modern backend systems. But over the last year, something interesting happened in my career. I started exploring a completely different side of engineering, embedded systems and firmware development. And today, in this video, I want to explain why I made that shift and what direction this channel will take moving forward. Let me start with my background. I have been working as a software engineer for several years, mainly focused on building full-stack applications using the MERN Stack, MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. During that time, I built dashboards, APIs, real-time systems, and various web platforms. But while working on software systems, I became increasingly curious about something deeper. How do real devices work? Not just websites or applications, but physical devices that interact with the real world. Devices that measure signals, collect data from sensors, communicate with other systems, and sometimes even save lives. That curiosity led me into the world of embedded systems. I started learning embedded C, microcontrollers like STM32, hardware communication protocols such as UART, SPI, I2C, and concepts like real-time systems, interrupts, and low-power device design. Very quickly, I realized something important. Most modern devices are not just hardware. That data goes to a backend server. The backend processes the data, and then a dashboard or application visualizes that information. So, in many ways, my background in software engineering actually complements embedded development. For example, a modern IoT or medical device might look like this. Device firmware running on a microcontroller, sending data through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, a backend system receiving and processing that data, and a dashboard that allows doctors or engineers to monitor the system. This entire architecture requires both firmware and cloud software, and that is where I realized I could combine both worlds. My experience in backend systems and dashboards, and my growing experience in embedded firmware and device design. Around the same time, I also became very interested in the medtech industry, medical technology. Medical devices today are becoming increasingly connected. Remote patient monitoring systems, wearable health devices, smart diagnostic equipment. These systems rely heavily on embedded firmware, device communication, and cloud infrastructure. And building these systems requires engineers who understand both sides. And the software systems that process and visualize the data, that is the direction I am now focusing on. So moving forward, the content on this channel will gradually evolve. Instead of only web development tutorials, we will explore topics such as embedded systems with STM32 firmware architecture, connected devices and IoT systems, medical device technology. How do devices send data to the cloud, and how full systems are built from device to dashboard. In many ways, we will be exploring how real engineering systems are designed. Some videos will explain concepts, some videos will break down system architecture, and some videos will involve building real projects. For example, connected devices, data logging systems, or remote monitoring systems. If you are a developer interested in expanding from software into hardware, if you're curious about how modern devices actually work, or if you're interested in the future of connected medical technology, then I think you will really enjoy the direction this channel is going. I am excited to start sharing this journey with you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.